Hello, this is Von Pierre with the video number 3 for the project Grasp on Workflow.link. The last project we went into step number 2 and we examined how I went in and created swim lanes. Oops, one second. I created swim lanes like you see here on the left. I only created 2. Which is reframe the problem and metaphoric stimulation. So let me just do a quick overview. When we were in the first page, we had step 1, define problem or challenge. Yuri went in and he created the 6 swim lanes. So I thought, why not create 6 swim lanes for step number 2, which would be these 6 right here. Step number 2 would be generating ideas, and these are 6 techniques to generate ideas. Now, when I went in and I started the sample swim lanes, I only did 2, just as an example to reach out to Yuri to see what he thought. He came back with a different strategy which would be more clear to somebody who wanted to exercise these 6 techniques and understand exactly what's going on. So let's look quickly what I did, which is here, and then let's look quickly what Yuri did, which is the exact same box, but this is his box here. So let's look at what I did. What I did, like the first one, is I created the swim lanes, and let's say, for example, the step 2 is generating ideas, and the ultimate goal would be to create the best ideas. Okay, so this is just techniques to generate ideas, and the first technique is called reframing the problem, or reframe the problem. So I started with an overview, I went to the guidelines, and then I said that you need to answer these questions if you want to generate your ideas. And I did the similar setup on the second swim lane. The second idea generating technique is metaphoric stimulation, and that's just a different technique to generate ideas, and what you're doing is you're creating metaphors. So I started with an overview, I went to guidelines, a little bit about the philosophy, examples of people who use metaphoric stimulation, and then I created the action questions, which you actually have to ask yourself to answer to generate the idea. So here is the first idea generating technique, here's the second one, and there's 4 more, but I decided not to continue with 4 more swim lanes and put the work in until I got Yuri's feedback. So he came back to me, and let's take a look at his setup. So my setup was swim lanes for generating ideas. His setup was different but more clear and easier to digest. So instead of creating swim lanes, you see he has no swim lanes here. He generated a box which is generate the best ideas by using up to 6 proven brainstorming techniques to help in solving your problem, which is the purpose. Let's look at the end result. The end result is to generate ideas. Okay, and he listed the 6 different methods. Okay, reframe the problem, metaphoric stimulation, thought experiments, challenge assumptions, change point of reference, and reverse the challenge. And these are just all 6 different angles to be able to generate ideas from step number 1, which is when you solved your problem or challenge. Okay, so now if you remember my previous step 2, my own box, when I did reframe the problem, I had lane. So let me just go again. So his is just a box, and he created a another nested diagram. So he created another box here, which is this is a nested diagram, and when you click and you go inside reframe the problem, you can see clearly what this means. So what reframe the problem means is answer these questions. This question 1, question 2, question 3, okay, what you use, switch words and meaning. So he made it much more clear what you need to do, and he expanded on the details by creating a nested diagram so everything is not convoluted. So this is step 1, reframe the problem. Okay, so see how nice and organized it was. Now let's go back to mine and let's look at what my reframing the problem looks like. When you look at my reframe the problem, well, first of all of mine are all together in one sheet, and if I had 6 swim lanes, I'd have a lot of information. It'd be 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and the whole purpose of Workflow.link or the original app was to make things easy, not to have too much information. So I think I broke that rule and I had way too much information. But look at my reframe the problem. I have everything in one lane, overview, guidelines, and answer the questions, but everything is just too much information, and it's not kind of in the open. So if you look here, answer these questions, it's not coming up. Let's see. 1 second. So answer the questions. See how much information is here. I have to go here to look at it. I can't look everything in the box. Guidelines. I can't see everything in the box. So my information is organized, but it's not as organized as Yuri's setup, which does not include swim lanes, but has all 6 idea generating techniques in one page, which is the whole purpose of the workflow system. You create sheets and make it very easy to understand, not too much information, and then with each idea you drill in, and you're clear on what you need to do. And you have your end result. So that's video 3. I'm going to stop it here. And the whole purpose of video 3 is to look at my step number 2, my setup versus the feedback I got from Yuri, to see how I'm evolving with my understanding of Workflow.link and getting feedback, and in turn improving myself as I do further projects. So hope you enjoyed video 3 of my GRASP project using Workflow.link. Have a good day, and look forward to sharing video number 4.